Good morning. We're off on another adventure, and this time we're going to a place called Vietri Sul Mare, which again is on the Amalfi Coast, but is a place we haven't visited before. And it's famous for being beautifully colourful and quite similar to Positano in style, but much quieter and less touristy. So I'm looking forward to exploring it. We've got Doggy with us this time because my mum's gone back to the UK, so we have got the aircon on full and lots of cooling devices for her to keep her nice and cool in the heat. We are due to arrive around 5:30 this evening, so we'll probably go straight to the beach, but looking forward to celebrating my other half's birthday there, so we'll be eating some nice food in some nice restaurants too. We quickly discovered there was no access for cars to the road that we were staying in, so we headed to the train station and parked up there, which was about a 10-minute walk away. Not great with luggage, but I have to say the spectacular views from the car park really did make up for it. As soon as you arrive in Vietri Sul Mare, you're struck by just how beautifully colourful the whole place is, with these wonderful mosaic tiles everywhere. We checked into our Airbnb, which also didn't disappoint on the tile front, and then headed out to explore the town. First stop was obviously ice cream, and I went for hazelnut and ricotta with pistachio, which was amazing. The main church in Vietri is the Church of San Giovanni Battista, and it's an incredible 17th century building with a splendid dome decorated with bright green, yellow and blue majolica tile, which I hope to get some footage of later on our walk. We are back in the fish lift, this time to go and get the car and head to the nearby city of Salerno, where we've booked a table for dinner in a restaurant we've been looking forward to trying out. Lots of people choose Salerno as their base to explore the Amalfi Coast because it's budget friendly and is very well connected transport wise as well. We started with some appetizers and then had a first course of bottoni filled with lobster, and then I had the grilled octopus with avocado and aioli. Dessert was a deconstructed red velvet. It was all nice but a little bit too pretentious for my liking. The promenade is really bustling, so great for an after-dinner walk to burn off some of those calories and take in the nice views. Back in Vietri we had a nightcap in a little wine bar we'd spotted on our walk earlier, but honestly most things were closed, which is quite surprising for Italy, especially in the summertime. Then we headed back to the Airbnb to open some champagne at midnight. The next morning we had breakfast in this lovely piazza overlooking the sea that's just outside our Airbnb, and then headed on a walk into town where there's this famous area of really brightly coloured houses that I cannot wait to see. absolutely loves colour and religious iconography, this place was just an absolute dream to me and definitely gave me some inspiration I'm going to take back home with me. At the bottom of the steps down from the coloured houses, you will find yourself at a lovely beach, so we spent a couple of hours here soaking in the sun and looking out over these famous rocks called I Due Fratelli. Legend has it that these sea stacks represent the chief knights of two opposing factions who had been fighting with all their strength from sunrise to sunset. Exhausted and at death's door, they finally realised they were brothers separated many years before. Hence the name The Two Brothers. Our next stop was Villa Comunale, some public gardens with an absolutely spectacular view. I can imagine that coming here at sunset would be absolutely amazing. The shapes and colours of this villa were inspired by Park Güell in Barcelona, and I think you can really tell the influence here. There's even an open-air theatre set against this incredible backdrop, and I saw there was a full programme of events for July, so maybe this is a great time to visit Vietri Sul Mare. Right, we have just checked out of our hotel and I've just done a quick costume change in the car because we're going for a nice lunch in a place just outside Vietri. Most of the restaurants in Vietri are closed on Mondays as far as we're aware, so we were a bit limited on options. But this one's set in a lemon grove, so it should be really, really nice. This little suburb of Vietri called Dragonea was very quiet with not much going on, so I'd say unless you're stopping at the restaurant we're going to, it's probably not worth a stop, but there are some pretty views and a nice church as well. I fell in love with our restaurant Al Limoneto straight away with the colourful tiles and these amazing sayings written in Neapolitan dialect all the way down to the stairs. As you can see, this place is absolutely stunning inside. It was like sitting in paradise, and there was only one other couple there, so we basically had the place to ourselves. For once, the food actually lived up to the amazing surroundings, and we had some incredible mixed antipasti which just kept on coming and would probably be enough to fill most people's appetites. First course was spaghetti with prawns and potarga, which is cod roe, and then, you know me, I of course had to have a frittura di pesce. For dessert, two classics of the area, a delizia al limone and for me a baba, a sponge soaked in rum and filled with fresh cream and fruit. Absolutely everything about this restaurant was 10 out of 10. Very content and with full bellies we started our 4-hour drive home, but I'm sure we'll be back on the Amalfi Coast very soon.